do whatever you need to do. Then come back in the afternoon, clean that sink.
I love ice cream.
That is a lot of ice cream. There's more dairy in that bowl than there is in the farm next door to the stadium here.
Based on all the flies in the booth here, I bet there's other stuff in that farm too.
Hey, Pier 49, one of our sponsors. They provide the crew with pizzas and such. We're less than a minute away from the second half kickoff, and I wish I had time to run down there and grab a piece of that. I had that chicken pesto pizza down there. It was outstanding.
That was pretty good, but man, nothing can beat that barbecue chicken.
Oh no, I like their combo.
I try it. Try something new every time. Nope. Barbecue chicken is the best.
You know what? They're just right with the cheese. Not too much, not too little. Just right with the cheese. They don't skimp on the other toppings. Pier 49, whether you're watching a movie or watching a game or just having a party, I don't know that you should call anybody else for pizza except for Pier 49, and we appreciate them sponsoring the high school sports here. Well, we'll keep an eye on the scores. Of course, you're watching this on delay, and you probably already know these things, but in case you didn't hear, we'll let you know scores from those other games.
I would like to know.
Last we saw, Timpview was losing at the half.
Kind of a big story.
Yeah, that's a humongous story.
How many years in a row have they won the state championship? Like 3?
71.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going for their 4th, I believe. Mountain Crest going for their 4th straight appearance in the semifinals. East back on the scene after being away for a little bit. Third quarter almost over in Springville, and Springville still leads that one 28-13.
Well, I was down on the sidelines talking to some people, and one of the observations made by some Salt Lake media that's down on the sidelines is they've never seen East in a close game, one way or the other. They've done some blowing out or been blown out.
This one taken right at the goal line by Patatefa, and he gets it out to the 26, and East will start there, trailing 28-20. See what adjustments each one of these teams makes. I didn't hear what Coach Wooten said to you about the left side of his defense.
Well, just a numbers game, basically. Bringing an extra guy around that side and crashing down. And
we saw that watching him warm up, trying to get numbers. Here's the give to Malisi. Malisi for 9 right up the middle. Malisi only averaging just under 3 yards a carry in this game here tonight. He's got 11 carries, 31 yards.
I think that's about 4 yards under his season average.
Curtis, though, 13 carries, 193. Curtis keeps, pitches it back, and Cook looked like he was caught in the backfield, and he gets away and picks up a first down before ducking out of bounds. Gain of a couple.
Well, Mountain Crest has to be smart on the edge. They have good speed, but right here they overrun the play.
Well, that's angles right there.
Yep.
Mike Dart getting in there and took a little bit of wasn't flat enough. And Cook able to get around him. Those East boys, they've been getting talked to at the half about firing out, going and knocking Mountain Crest around a little bit, and they're so excited they come out a little early.
Well, that's something we haven't seen very often. Some of the offensive linemen for East using a 4-point stance.
So East with their 7th penalty of the ball game. 1 penalty in the first period for East. 5 there in the second. 1st and 15. Here's to give to Malisi. Malisi picking up 7.
Well, this is a play that we didn't see actually a lot in the first half. We thought we would. That little dive, but we've seen it 3 times in the second half already. All for good gains.
And football, are you going to be the hammer or the nail? Right now, East up front, looking like a whole bag of hammers. Here's the give to Malisi again. It's going to be 3rd down as he picks up 3. So it'll be 3rd, about 5.
Halfback dive left, halfback dive right. Going back to basics is East.
Now they'll fake the dive and bring Curtis around near side. 3rd and 4. East 0 for 4 on 3rd downs in the first half. Nope, they pitch it around the edge. And a running lane for Patatefa. He's finally knocked out of bounds by Pututau.
Well, the East offense picks up where it left off in the first half with big chunks of yardage. Well, that's a perfect pitch from Curtis.
25 yards. Patatefa on 3rd and 5.
Well, hits him right in stride. That's a perfect pitch.
Picks up 20 more than he needs. Good running lanes. Ball's on the turf. Another fumble for East. That's 4. 4 times they put the ball on the field. 4 times it's come rolling right back to him. Well, one time Mountain Crest recovered, but it was brought back on a penalty. See, he just never gets it.
And we saw that a couple times in warm-ups. Center to quarterback exchange. Seems routine. It's not.
Here's the give to Malisi. That one's on the turf too. He fumbled that one, and let's see. Mountain Crest says they have it. Are they going to say he was down or say it's a fumble? The ball was definitely on the turf, and they're giving it to Mountain Crest.
Well, and you mentioned it before.
Yeah, it was on the turf.
That's great camera work. I don't know who that was, Christian or Weston, but good job picking that up. That was fantastic. And you mentioned it before. You can only do that so many times. One of these times is going to go against you, and it does right there. Now, second half now. Those guys are big on the defensive line of East. If Caressa keeps running like he was in the first half, these kids are going to get gassed.
Caressa. Oh, they seal up the pocket. He tried to take off, and he loses 3. A sack by East.
Boy, and the pocket just collapses. Caressa steps up instead of out right in the teeth of that defense.
If he bellies that one out, he's got a little bit of room. That's easy for a guy sitting way up here to say.
And we're slow and old.
2nd and 13. Caressa across the middle. He's got Pickett. Pickett across the 40. Right at the yard marker.
I think it's going to be a first down where they're spotting it. They are.
First down, 13 yards, right at the marker. Pickett 103 yards receiving on 6 carries. 6 catches, pardon me. 12 of 22 for Caressa, 249 and 2 touchdowns.
Well, on the season, he's 879 yards receiving.
Hall in space. Eddie Hall with the stiff arm, knocked out of bounds after he picks up 15.
You know, the defensive East is just playing too far off of these receivers from Mountain Crest, and Caressa will pick you apart all night long and find those short routes, curl routes. That's exactly what happens there. Eddie Hall just finds the spot in that defense with the defenders sitting back.
Now, I'd hate to have to be a defensive coordinator against Mountain Crest with what Caressa can do with both his arms and his legs. Caressa across the middle to Fackrell. Fackrell, 9 yards.
Wow. Great patience by Caressa. He stands in the pocket until it just disappears and gets that ball out in the nick of time.
Fackrell, 2 catches, 32 yards. 2nd of the yard. See what the Mustangs do. They're going to run it. Caressa making men miss. He's got 7 yards. 96 yards on 12 carries for Caressa. The Mustangs now moving the football.
Another first down for Mountain Crest, deep now in East territory.
At the East 28-yard line. Caressa, the flag down. He steps out of bounds and loses a couple yards. Let's see what the flag was. Flag at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what the flag was.
Somebody offsides or what? No. Procedure on Mountain Crest.
They're going to defer that penalty, decline it, bring up second down and long.
Yeah, 2nd and 13 instead of 1st and 15. Perks is the receiver in the game. At the bottom of your screen. 5 receiver set for the Mustangs. Here comes everybody. Hall can't haul it in. It's behind him a little bit as East bringing some heat after Caressa. 3rd and long. Well, see if a penalty kills another drive, but you'd think you're in 4-down territory now.
I think that pass might have been tipped. It came out of there kind of ski-wampus.
And he threw it off his back foot too. Never stepped into it. 3rd and 13. Pickett split wide to the near side. They're bringing 5 after Caressa. Caressa downfield looking for Fackrell. He's got it! No, they said he dropped it.
Oh, he did too. He tried to sell it to the officials, but
he had it for a moment, and when he hit the ground, he dropped it. That would have been a heck of a catch.
Look at that. Nice protection. Steps up in the pocket. Good throw. Boy, and he's got it. You can see the ball come out right there. Yeah, right at the last second.
So will Mountain Crest punt this away, or will they go for it here at their own the East 31-yard line? Looks like they're going to go for it. But Caressa is also the punter. Caressa looking downfield for Hall, and he has it knocked away. Mountain Crest fans want a pass interference penalty, but
that's looked like pretty good defense.
Nothing doing. So East will take over at their own 31.
Let's take a look at the replay here if we can and see if Cook is a little bit early. Boy, that's pretty good defense, I think.
Both going for the ball.
Yep.
So Mountain Crest has 1st and 10 at the East 28, and they end up 4 passes. And a penalty. Root trying to hurry and get off the field. And he does. Curtis being chased. Mitten misses.
Wow, he is hanging that ball out there. Somebody's got to get that thing. He is a great running quarterback.
He made a bunch of guys miss. 15 yards on the scramble. He's got over 200 yards rushing at 208. Looks like a couple of guys have a chance at him here. Stay on your feet, son.
Yeah, get up in the air. There's not a lot of power behind that tackle, and one arm's not going to do it against Curtis.
Give to the first man through, and that's Preston Curtis. Curtis picks up 3. First time in the ball game for him. He was back there in place of Liti Malisi.
He's still in the game.
Yeah, Malisi.
You got to wonder what's going on with Malisi. That's the first time Preston Curtis carried the ball all season.
For him on the sideline, they're going to give it to Curtis again. And he picks up a couple. Preston Curtis is a freshman. Wonder if he's the brother of Tanner Curtis. ask these East coaches to get a chance. 3rd and a long 5.